some of these people don't really want to help themselves out, and you can't do anything about it but to move on and become a better you, and don't feel bad for doing so. Um, there's some people who really make you feel like shit for just even doing that, but those are the type of people who don't want to see you grow, right? Those are the type of people who don't want to see you really succeed. They want you to be on the same type of level as them. So yo, what's up, it's your boy Shavish, and I'm back with another video. And this video is really just meant to further our conversation that we had yesterday. We talked about, basically it was just like a reminder on like staying away from negative people, people who are toxic, and ultimately just recognizing, okay, yo, if someone wants to change, it's ultimately up to them. So if you've gone ahead and, invested some time and try to better somebody, but they have been reluctant to do so, that's because at the end of the day, it's up to them to become a better person, not you. So you did your part, right? So as you can tell by the title of this video, right? Never be so loyal that you betray yourself. So what do I mean by that? It's basically to further on that conversation, which I say all this to say, like, yo, the one person that you for sure should be loyal to before anybody else is yourself. And loyal doesn't mean just taking care of yourself or being there for yourself, but ultimately making sure that you are still on go mode. Like you are actively just in a present state where, you know what I'm saying, your environment, wherever you're at that given moment, doesn't affect you in any way. You know what I'm saying? So you understand what you're doing, what your purpose is, and realizing that like you come first too. Like you have your own battles. Like we talked about how we have our own shit that we deal with on a daily basis, our own inner battles. So recognizing that you are whole before you go ahead and try to help somebody else out. And then also recognize, like, when you actively are kicking it with people and the environment's kind of negative, like, recognize, like, take a few steps back and really just ask yourself, let alone just observe, and just be like, am I, like, watering a dead plant? Like, have I been just the one who's mainly been giving in, and has no one else been, like, doing their part? Ask yourself, and you gotta be real with yourself, because at the end of the day, like we said yesterday, we came to that consensus that like even though you might have spent a good amount of time with these people, whoever they may be, realize that that's a lot of time that you invested, right? Again, the longer you do so, the longer you're actually wasting even more time. And yeah, that's the most important thing, I feel like, in terms of just being loyal in general, is you're giving somebody your time. You're giving somebody your energy. And that's what I meant by like, yo, the one person for sure that you should be doing that for, first and foremost, is yourself. You got to make sure that you're taken care of, that you got yourself, and realize that like, yo, some of these people don't really want to help themselves out, and you can't do anything about it but to move on and become a better you, and don't feel bad for doing so. There's some people who really make you feel like shit for just even doing that, but those are the type of people who don't want to see you grow, right? Those are the type of people who don't want to see you really succeed. They want you to be on the same type of level as them. And you shouldn't feel bad in any way for like wanting to become a better person, let alone wanting them to become better. And if they don't, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it makes sense for it to feel kind of hard, let alone just kind of difficult at times to be like, damn, like, am I giving up on this person? But at the end of the day, it's ultimately, because like, you know best that like, bro, if you want to change something, you are ultimately the person that does it. So, you know what I'm saying? You could give as much game, advice, tips, whatever it may be, even money at one point, or like some type of help, some form of help to like get somebody to just get shit going, right? But they also have that choice of, okay, do I want to do so or not? And that's what I meant by like, or I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, but basically like take a few steps back and really, yeah, like observe and recognize, are you around the right type of people? Are you around people who want to better themselves too? And if not, like, make sure you're not being too loyal to people like that aren't being so loyal to you. Like, don't be so loyal to the point where you actually betray yourself. And that's what I meant by the title too, is like, You know what I'm saying? You could be loyal with someone with your time, your energy, whatever you do. But then at the end of the day, if they're not reciprocating that in the right way, if they're not taking advantage of that, if they're not using that in a positive way, then you're betraying yourself because you're wasting time, you're wasting your energy, you're wasting all that, like your energy, your time. Sometimes it could be your money, your efforts. Like those are efforts and energy, money, time that you can put and invest in yourself to become an even better you. You get me? So you're not selfish, or you're not like being, I guess, a rude person at one point to just move on from somebody. But it's like, in reality, bro, all you have is you. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, bro, when you're done living, like it's just you that's gone. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Like you have your own grave, you have your own you have your own. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, realize you have your own life, you have your own. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you love yourself. Make sure you're not like forcing connections. That's why you should take a few steps back and observe: am I watering a dead plant? Am I giving too much and they're giving too little, let alone none? You know what I'm saying? Recognize that, because you don't want to be in an environment that slows you down, that deters you. You know what I'm saying? You want to be around, like I said yesterday too, you want to be around people who notice when your levels, because again, we're human, we have our own shit we have to deal with, right? So you want to be around people who notice shit about you too and want the best for you. And like, if they see that you're not doing so well, you want to be around people who are going to uplift you just the same way you would for them, right? Because I know the type of person you are. You know what I'm saying? You're a real individual, right? So like, you would want anyone that you care for or around you to become a better you, right? Well, you want someone who would want the same thing for you. You feel me? So don't feel bad. Don't feel any type of way. Especially like, don't pay too much mind into what, or really any mind to anything that, someone might say towards you now that you are becoming a better self, your better self, like choosing you. Like, don't let someone like make you feel like you're crazy or something, because you're not. You're choosing you, and that's a really good thing. So don't be so loyal to the point where you hurt yourself, that you betray yourself, that at the end, you know what I'm saying, you might ruin a situation or an opportunity that you might have had for yourself. But you know what I'm saying, you chose other people who didn't even choose themselves, let alone you. Like, don't become that person. That's just all I want to say. And just further on that conversation that we had yesterday, right? So make sure that you're not around negative people. Make sure that you're around people who are uplifting, and yeah, who want the best for you too. Like, you matter, you know what I'm saying? So anyways, I got 2 screenshots, all right, before I end this video, that I wanted to share with y'all, that I felt like correlate best with what I had to further on, you know what I'm saying? So first one says, temporary people give permanent lessons. Say that one more time. Temporary people give you permanent lessons. And the last one says, it's time to recognize who you are and what you deserve. Remove yourself from people and situations that don't align with your worth. Say that one more time. It's time to recognize who you are and what you deserve. Remove yourself from people and situations that don't align with your worth. So the first one, temporary people, like, recognize, some of those people that you might have given a good amount of time, that time that you felt like you've given a lot already. Trust me, as time goes by, you'll recognize that you have so much more time now for yourself. So recognize that that's just temporary people, but they gave you permanent lessons. Like, they made you realize, one, your actual worth, okay? So, and they also taught you a lesson on how far you should really give yourself to someone, and see, you know what I'm saying, whether like you should, move on. You're not really giving up on someone. You're just really recognizing, okay, this is not the best fit for me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm choosing me. So that's a permanent lesson in itself. That's a very, it's a good lesson, if anything. Like, that's probably one of the best lessons. Like, yeah, at the moment, or in the moment, it might hurt or feel like shitty, because like you gave all this time to someone, but like over time, with time, shit heals, and you recognize, wow, I'm so glad that I didn't spend that much more time with this person, or I didn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's over with, you know what I'm saying? Now I got me, and now I'm on better things, you know what I'm saying? So that's pretty key. So temporary people give permanent lessons. And then the last one, right? Basically not being around people, like I said yesterday, not being around people who don't align with your worth. Like, Why would you want to be around people who don't support you, or, you know what I'm saying, even support themselves the way that you support them? You don't want to be around those people, because ultimately over time you're like kind of like deterring yourself. You're like, it's like the type of roof that you're putting over your head, the type of people that you're inviting in your space, your aura, the energy that you have. Like, you don't want to give that off. You don't want to have that drained by the environment, by the things that's under the same roof as you. Like, you don't want to do that. You want to choose better for you. So excuse me, do so. Anyways, that's pretty much it in terms of what I wanted to say. My hair is wet because I just got out the shower. Had to start my day. My sister's back in town. Yeah, that Boston College thing, that like t-shirt, or like, actually it's whatever this is. Like, yeah, the same, but it just says Boston College. Yeah, my sister goes to Boston College. So shout out to you, Madoff. Can't believe I just messed up your name, but really it's not Madoff. That's her government. We didn't even need to do all that. It's Nani. All right, her name is Nani. Love you, Nani. Anyways, that's besides the point. I feel like one day, when people see this, they're gonna be like, "Damn, you just chopped up your own sister's name." Look, I just woke up not too long ago. Okay, spent all night last night preparing her room for her and stuff. Okay, I just had a long day. All right, can I just live? We're all human, right? Anyways, it's your boy Siabasha. I'm gonna catch y'all tomorrow. I love you very much. I want the best for you. I know you're gonna choose you, and you're gonna choose to be around who you're gonna choose to be around those who support you in the best way. I know that ultimately at the end of the day, the decision and the choice that you'll make, Anta or Anchi, I know that you'll choose the best one, that will not just benefit you, but benefit those who are around you over time as well. So anyways, with that being said, I love y'all. Hope that you have a blessed day today. And yeah, it's your boy Siabasha. I'm gonna catch y'all tomorrow. Peace.